The NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Cougar 19, ready.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Here we go.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, gonna throw it. Ooh, the juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Come on.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. And this one too low.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Fields. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Now a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Off play action. Henry. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end.
And Henry going to bowl his way in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there, keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Some of those plays, try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Now it's Fields. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Achane. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fields now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Fields throwing again. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. It's complete. He dials up Dick. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
To the air again, Fields. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves.
He's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jordan Addison in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tucker Kraft from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's a on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields trying to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set, go.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Henry rolling to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Dragon 60.
Off play action. Henry able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Henry. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.